Alright, so in today's video, we're going to react to a young lady who's in a relationship with a couple. If you've been on this channel long enough, you do remember there was a point in time where me and my wife were talking about having a sister wife. And me personally, I would be getting into it for the wrong reasons. But on top of that, I think dealing with one woman is stressful enough. Dealing with two, you're asking for a heart attack. Plus, you know, Pandora's box. You open up Pandora's box, it's hard to close. To each their own, I'm not judging. If you're part of the Pineapple Society, I'm not judging you. As always, I react to part of the video, and I leave the person's link so you can go watch the rest.
All right, TikTok. So everybody has been asking me over and over again, can we please get a story time? Tell us how this happened. You know, how did you end up with a married couple? And so I'm gonna just give y'all a quick little rundown on how everything kind of came together. I met Destiny last year in March, so it's been about a year since we've all been together. So I met Destiny first. Me and her initially hit it off. She approached me. When we started talking, like, there was nothing weird about that because I love women. I've been with women for the past 6 years strictly. My last relationship was strictly with a woman. Like, so there's nothing that was strange or off-putting about her coming on to me. And I thought she was extremely attractive. I was like, hell yes, like there is not many women of her caliber out there. Like, she has it all. And so,
Alright, so you got in a relationship with the lady first, and then my boy came and brought the sausage through. I don't know if this is immature of me, but he's a genius. There's a saying, bad bitches attract bad bitches. Now in this situation, he sent his wife out there. His wife got a girlfriend, and then he put himself in the picture.
And then we get to conversating, and she's like, well, I am married. And I was like, okay. So the married thing, it did kind of like, it threw me off a little bit just because I've never been with a married couple before. That was something that was new to me. But I had always told myself, like, there's no way in hell I'm going to be with a man unless I also have a woman. That was just, I guess, a fantasy of mine. Like, if I was to have a man, I would have to have a woman. Like, I could never be with a man strictly. So initially I told her, I was like, okay, that's fine, you're married. I thought she was like letting me know, like, hey, I'm married, I really just want to be friends with you type thing. Like, that's the way I took it. And so I was like, that's fine, we can be friends. But after I said that, I could tell that it kind of like put her back, like as if she was disappointed in my response. So I didn't really say anything about it. We continued to talk, and we continued to get to know each other, just like friendly or whatever. Like, we would FaceTime, we would talk on the phone, we would text. That went on for about a week, and then she invited me over to her house. They were having like a huge crawfish boil at her house, and she said that his family was going to be there, and it was going to be like a big family thing, and that I could bring my daughter. And I was like, okay, that sounds like fun. And so I take my daughter, and we go. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive that I live from where she lives. And so I get there, and it's like we hit it off instantly. He's not there at the moment, so it's just me, her, her kids, my kid, and then her sister ended up coming, whatever. So I meet a couple people, and we're having a good time. Like, we're drinking, we're talking, and then me and her, you can tell, like, we're vibing. And I forgot to mention that.
Hold on, bro. I get it. Her and the lady crossing the street, they trying to cut paper. Right now, she don't know that the husband is down for the bullshit. Okay? She don't know that. Because you don't know that, I feel as though you bold as hell to be going to them people crib. Them people seafood boy with his family right there, knowing you plotting on his woman.
Actually going to her house, I had told her, like, over the phone, like, after talking to her for about a week or so, I was like, I don't know if I really want to just be your friend. Like, I was noting or hinting at, like, I kind of want to be more than your friend, even though she told me she was married. Now, I didn't know, like, how that would end up turning out, like, if it would just be, like, me and her fucking around and, like, her husband just dealing with that, or, like, if we would all end up being together. Like, I didn't know, and I really didn't care, like. So anyway, when I get there to the party, like I said, or to her house, because I got there on the Friday night, the party was on a Saturday. So I get there, we're vibing, me and her hit it off. I'm like, so where am I sleeping tonight? Like, and she's like, you sleeping with me? And I'm like, okay, that's not gonna be weird, like for him, for your kids, like, you know. She's like, no, it's fine, don't freak out. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So he gets home, we introduce ourselves, we say hey, but that's really it. Like, he had homework to do, he went in the office, he did his homework. Me and him did not really talk like that at all. So the night ended, whatever. He was in the bed asleep, me and her got in the bed, and you know how lesbians do. We got in the bed and we did not go to sleep. We was fooling around, like doing what we do, and he stayed asleep. Like, he did not say anything, he didn't move, he didn't talk, he did not do anything. He stayed asleep the whole night. Me and her did what we did, and then the next day comes and it's time for the party.
Let me get this straight. So while y'all was in the bed cutting paper, he just stayed asleep. This is not his first rodeo. This is not his first rodeo. I take back what I said before about you just showing up to the crib. It's either they been doing this or he's a player and he understand how the game goes. Because sometimes you don't go to the issue, you let the issue come to you. What I'm trying to say is, he wasn't thirsty. There are times when we find ourselves in great situations as men. And because we act too thirsty, we f it up. There's a chance that if he acted thirsty that night, y'all might not be in the situation y'all in right now. Shout out to that brother.
So we get up, we get ready for the party. I go with her to the grocery store, get all the stuff, whatever. And it is a huge party. He has like 14 siblings. There's people everywhere. All her friends, their kids, his family, their kids, my kid, like people everywhere. Everybody's having a good time, whatever. And we're drinking. He's drinking. So now he's getting a little bit more acclimated and he's opening up and he's talking. And me and him finally have a conversation and he's like, I really like how, you know, how my wife is responding to you. I really like how you're making her feel. I like her energy. I like your energy. Like, you know, like you should come on some trips with us. Like, do you have your passport? And I was like, I was in the process of working on getting my passport this year, but I don't have it. And he was like, give me your phone. And he literally, we went online and we bought my passport right then and there. He paid for it in that moment. Second day knowing this man. So passport gets bought and I'm like scratching my head. I'm like, all right. So again, we're drinking. We're on a level. Like, I've already hit it off with Destiny. I'm really feeling her. And now her husband, he's nice looking. I mean, he's very mannerable. Like, and then he just bought my passport. He wants me to go on trips with him. And I'm thinking in my head, and I'm just like, I don't know where this is going, but you know, I'm down for it. So then the party goes on, the night comes to an end, and we all get back in the bed together. He falls asleep again. Me and her do the same thing we did the night before, but this time it just did not end the way that it ended the first time. So like I said, the first night he let us do our thing, you know, he didn't say nothing, he didn't fool with us. The second night after he talked to me, after he got a bit of my vibe, he was like, Destiny told me, like, mind you, I'm drunk, you know, like I'm out of there. Like, I'm here, but I'm not here. And so I know what's going on, but like I ain't really listening to them. Like, so he wakes up and I see him get up and I see him moving and I see him and her down there. And apparently he asked her, like, can I have some? And she told him, yeah, if that's okay with her, like, you know, go ahead. And from there, baby, it's been what it is. Like, so we did what we did. The next day, we all got up and went to the fair like a family. It was me and them, and we took our kids, and we all went to.
That shit sound like a scene out of a movie. He just woke up and asked it, can I have some? I'm going to keep it 100. At one point in our relationship, me and my wife was talking about having a sister wife. You know what I'm saying? She was talking about dibble dabbling in that community. Now, we wasn't swinging. I don't know if that's considered swinging, but I ain't, listen, I ain't sharing. Too many dicks don't mix. But having one woman is stressful enough, dog.
This was our first time like actually going out somewhere together, and like we had all just like, acclimated our situationship the night before, and so we're just happy-go-lucky, having a good time at the fair. And I'm thinking like these people probably like this hoe, like. But anyway, like this was last March, and we have literally been inseparable since then. I lived at that moment an hour and a half away from them, so I would travel back and forth from where I lived to where they lived every weekend. And it just never stopped. And I ended up moving in with them about 3 months later, and we love each other. We're having a great time. So if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. I'll make a part 2.
All right, this is what we're going to do because I see 3 parts. All right. I'm going to react to part 2. And as always, I'm going to leave the links so you can go watch the whole thing.
Hey y'all, I'm back. So if you haven't seen part 1 of the story, it is on my page. You can go and take a look at that, catch up to the story. So I was given a background on how I started dating a married couple. So we left off, basically I was letting you guys know that after about 3 months of getting to know them and me traveling back and forth from where I lived to them, that I moved in with them. Me moving in with them, it was not like a decision that was made like off of a whim. Like, even though it seems quick, like we had been talking about it, like we were inseparable. It was hard for us to even make it through the 5 days of the week without being with each other. There was points where Destiny would come down in the middle of the week just to spend the night with me and have to get up and go back to work all the way back where she lived the next morning. There was also a point where they had a cruise that they had already planned and booked and paid for that they tried to get me to go on, but I was unable to get off of work. And so they ended up being out of town for like 5 days, and we didn't get to see each other at all. And so when they came back in town from that cruise, like we had been so like in like a place of weirdness, like being apart from each other for that long and just feeling like so distant that they came straight to me when they got off the boat. So that just kind of describes like how attached we had gotten at that point. So they started bit by bit helping me move my stuff out. I did make...
In the first story, you said you had a daughter, so I'm curious. I'm curious to hear how that dynamic worked out. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you're having fun. Y'all are consenting adults. But how does that affect the relationship with your daughter?
That I had a job and everything before I moved in with them. And so I moved in with them in June. I started my job literally right after I moved in. So we're all working, we're doing our thing, and things are just flowing. So we started going on trips. We went to Vegas, we went to Destin, Florida. We went to Cancun, Mexico. A lot of y'all had seen some of our posts and seen that we were at Temptation. We did go to Temptation. That was super fun. We just did a lot of stuff, a lot of traveling. So like I had told you guys, I have a daughter. She's 10, and Destiny has 3 kids. So 17, 15, 10, and 9 are the ages of our children. Upon me first moving in, the situation was not explained to the kids in detail as to like what our dynamic was. It's not something that we felt at the time was necessary to tell them. We operated as normal people in front of them. There was no public affection. We never did anything in front of the kids to make them, wonder, what was going on. So obviously, eventually, yes, we did tell the kids. The older kids caught on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the older kids knew.
I mean, they're 17 and 15. They have an understanding of, how things work. So by me sleeping in the room with them, that was a question on the first video that some people were asking, like, do we share the same bed? Yes, we do. I do sleep with them every night, and who sleeps in the middle is just depends. Sometimes one person might start in the middle and get hot, and we might switch and roll around in the middle of the night. Like, there is no rhyme or reason for who sleeps where, and there are no rules when it comes to that. Speaking of rules, that was another question, just in regards to the relationship in general. Like, are there rules? Like, no, there are no rules. This is not jail. Like, it is literally, we operate like a regular couple does. Like, me and him can do things, me and her can do things, her and him can do things. There is no set time and place there. And when I say that, that means sexually and any other ways. Like, there is no rules when it comes to the relationship. So yes, we date separately and we date all together. A lot of time is spent between me and Destiny because of his work schedule. So me and Destiny do spend a lot of time together, just me and her. So me and her have
y'all don't have rules, but they gotta be like boundaries. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be like a safe word. Where somebody's not comfortable with something that's going on and they throw out that safe word. I've never been in no situation like this. I'm pretty sure somebody out there in YouTube land who has been in a situation like this. There has to be boundaries that each person have, and there's a safe word for it. I remember Kevin Hart, what was the safe word? Pineapples?
relationship. There are a lot of questions about jealousy in the relationship, and I think that jealousy is a natural thing that does happen and does come up. But the jealousy is more so us wanting to be able to be with the other person more than we're able to be with the other person. Or like me, for instance, I feel that Destiny is very friendly. She's just a very friendly person. She's bubbly. She likes to talk. She likes to meet people. I'm the opposite. So I've had my moments where, I'm like, okay, that's enough of that. Stop talking to them. But overall, like, we have a really good setup. We have a really good relationship, a really good understanding. And if things come down to it where somebody is feeling some type of way or feeling left out in any kind of way, which we do our best to make sure that that is not the case. But again, if it comes down to that, we try to make sure that we have open communication. There have been times where we have literally sat down at a round table, like we're having a conference outside. We sit down and we talk. Everybody states their opinion, and then we come to a solution on how we're going to move forward. So back to the kids. Yes, we did end up telling the two younger kids, just in a PG way, that we all love each other, and asked them how they felt about that, how they felt that they had two moms, and how did they feel that we all cared about each other. And they were super okay with it. They love us to death. I mean, they don't treat us any different. They are so happy. I mean, they're blessed. They have 3 parents that love them. And they don't see it any type of way. I mean, they're children. Somebody did ask how Destiny brought this up to him. This is something that Destiny has been open with him about since the beginning of their relationship. She's always had an interest in women. She's always liked women. And so he was aware of this a long time ago, that this was something that she may be interested in moving forward. They just never actually found somebody that fit into the puzzle. And so when they did, it just kind of worked out. They have been...
So you're the first? You trying to tell me that this is their first time dabbling in pineapple activities? I don't know about that. Because the way you explained how it happened before, I ain't gonna say that seemed like a regular occurrence, but think about it, right? Fellas, your woman invite a young lady to the crib. Now, sometimes your woman be crossing the street. She invite a young lady to the crib. There's no evidence of you partaking in any of these activities with your woman and this young lady. Are you down for that? Then again, some of y'all boys is freaky, so y'all probably would be down for that. As long as she let me watch, I'll be cool. I don't know, bro. I can't do that, bro. I'm not finna invite no bitch to the crib so y'all could cut paper together and I'm just sitting there watching. Oh, the husband already knew what time it was, man. They been doing this. They knew how to get you to the bed. They knew how to get you open. You feel me? Now, what I can say, this might be their first situation being in a relationship with somebody, but I don't think this their first time taking somebody else in their bedroom.
Together for 11 years, so they have a lot of understanding. They have a lot of time spent together. They know each other like the back of their hands. So there's not really any insecurities there when it comes to bringing me into the picture. Like, this is something that they were 100% comfortable with. And again, like, I do my best to make sure that everybody feels like, you know, they're getting the time and the attention from me that they deserve, because I love the both of them. And just to end it off, I do think when it comes to this type of relationship, if you're interested in something like this, I think it is important that, number one, that your woman is interested in women. She has to be attracted to women. Like, she has to love women. Like, it has to be something that was something that she liked before you. You can't force your woman to want another woman. Like, as a man, this should be something that your wife or your girlfriend brings to you. You should not be bringing this to her. And so I do feel like that it works only if it is the woman's idea, only if the women have a relationship first, only if you know, the man is not the one who's presenting that to a woman, because that just kind of puts, I feel like, a sour taste in the woman's mouth from the beginning. And a lot of people want more details when it comes to, like, our bedroom life. I mean, like y'all said, we're grown. Use your head. Obviously, if it wasn't good, I wouldn't still be here. Like, not being superficial, but I'm just saying, like, yes, things are great here in every aspect. I'm not disappointed in any way. I'm having a good time, but I'm also being treated very well. So I think there's a lot of aspects you have to consider when it comes to a situation like this. If it's not for you, it's not for you, and that's fine. I really don't care about your negative opinions, but I really do appreciate all the positive ones, and I thank everybody for their support. Again, if you have more questions, just drop them in the comments. Thank you.
All right, so there is a part 3, but I'm not gonna react to the part 3. Her name is at the top. You can go to her page on TikTok. You can react to all her videos. She actually have pictures with her and the couple. So I'm going to. We can look through some. Oh, she's white. Oh. Oh yeah, hold on. We gonna let's do. Ha! I didn't realize she was white. You see, aha! That's what's going on. That's what's going on. So you bringing the yams to the feast. That's what's going on. You bringing the yams to the feast. My boy, he ain't slick. Imagine you watching all my videos, laughing your ass off, but you still ain't subscribed. You got commitment issues, dog. It's free. It is free for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way, YouTube not gonna control when or how you see my videos. Come on, people. What's going on? What are you waiting for? I ain't begging. I'm asking nicely. Don't make me ask you again.